For St. Paul to reach its highest potential, we must vow to work across this region with all organizations and all communities to get there. Let us be partners, not competitors. Because as a region, we will build the Central Corridor and provide a critical component of a transportation network. As a region, we will bring high-speed rail to our community that will link us to other cities across the Midwest. As a region, we will work to clean up polluted lands and brownfields and provide new opportunities for businesses to grow and prosper. And as a region, we will foster research and innovation that will lay groundwork for the next 3M, Medtronic, or General Mills. In recognizing the need for regional cooperation, we will not waver in our determination to fight for St. Paul. It begins, as always, with education. A well-educated workforce is vital to attracting, retaining, and expanding businesses in St. Paul. We're fortunate to have a wealth of college presidents, corporate executives, and church leaders that recognize this fact. Our partners in higher ed, business, and nonprofits, training programs are developing fine-grained models that match people with opportunities designed for specific jobs. 4 years ago, people were skeptical, even suspicious, when we spoke of the city's role in education. But we have now broken jurisdictional boundaries and formed a strong partnership with all educational partners. With our new superintendent, Valeria Silva, we'll continue to work together to demonstrate how cities and school districts can share the responsibility of providing high-quality learning opportunities for all children. Education includes our adult workforce, making sure that each person has the necessary skills to find a new job, whether it's as a medical coder, an engineer, an energy auditor, say that 3 times fast, or a building deconstructor. We see the renewed hope that education brings in the eyes of our recent graduates from the Emergency Medical Academy. One graduate, a pregnant mother of a small child, who came first to the academy from a shelter for battered women, said as she addressed her class and her very proud family, "I never imagined standing here today. In fact, it was sometimes hard to imagine that I would be alive today." Education gave her hope for herself and for her children. We must provide that hope and opportunity to all of our families in this community. The hard work that we've done in St. Paul to get our financial house in order has not been easy these past 4 years. We made tough decisions, put our budget in structural balance, and honestly responded to the challenges before us. This work has paid off. While other cities have cut critical services, we have added police officers and firefighters. We've maintained a first-class library system and reshaped our Parks and Recreation Department to better serve the needs of all residents. While more problems lie ahead as the state grapples with its enormous deficit, we will continue our commitment to sound fiscal policy and honest budgeting. We will not leave future generations with today's problems. Today we talk about the beginning of the construction of the Central Corridor, not in terms of years or decades, but rather in terms of months. But in many ways, the downtown into which the train will arrive is already very different and continues to change before our eyes. New vitality brought by a host of new restaurants has put to rest the notion that St. Paul is dead after business hours. The town comes alive at night with the sounds of jazz in Mears Park or heavy metal from Station 4. The depot itself is about to undergo an extensive renovation because of the partnership of Ramsey County, our congressional delegation, our partners at Mortensen. This building will soon serve as the epicenter of our regional transportation network. This vibrancy has compelled companies like Craig, Microsoft, and Gov Delivery to call downtown home. They will soon be joined by even more employers that see the full potential of St. Paul. There's much to be proud of over these last 4 years, but I'm not here to brag or to boast, or even to make excuses for the tough decisions that have been made. I'm here to say thank you to my family, to my friends, my partners and colleagues, and mostly to the people of St. Paul for this opportunity bestowed upon me once again. The white pine is our state tree, but in many ways it's the appropriate symbol of the work that we've done in St. Paul these last 4 years. Having sat out the Ice Age in North Carolina, the white pine migrated to Minnesota as the glacier receded and is now emblematic of our state and its history. It is known for being able to establish itself in lousy soil and then live for 400 years, providing places for bald eagles to rest and resin to fill the seams of birch bark canoes. It survives fire and all manner of weather. Indeed, its tolerance for wind gives it the asymmetrical look so vivid in our images of the North Shore of the Boundary Waters. The pine tree can withstand wind because for the first 10 to 20 years, most of its growth is happening below ground. It doesn't depend on a single taproot, but rather a deep and wide-spreading root structure that allows it to grow to be 80 to 100 feet tall. Once its roots are established, it can grow up to 16 inches a year. So it is with St. Paul. We've come through a storm and are feeling a little wind blown, but our root system is strong and growing. Today, it's extending beyond our borders to a region rich with opportunity. Each of you is a part of that root system that secures us against the wind and allows us to grow, as are the students working late in the lab or doing their homework tonight, and the thousands of entrepreneurs balancing their books at the end of the day, and the hundreds of city employees who gave up their holidays to patrol or plow our streets, and the children born today, who when she graduates from college and starts work in the industry we can only barely imagine, will measure the success of our efforts. There is work yet to do, but our future, a regional future, is firmly rooted, and we're poised to grow. Thank you very much.